Lauren,
Rice.
we welcome to the stage.
We should ban innovation. It destabilizes society. It corrupts the young. It destroys order. That's not a TikTok hot take. That's Plato, loosely paraphrased, over 2,000 years ago. I, for one, disagree with Plato. After all, innovation was the core principle behind Singapore's rise to geopolitical fame. It was what set us apart from countries better endowed with natural resources or those with stronger militias. But what if the danger of innovation today isn't that we lack it, but that we worship it? While I disagree with Plato's general sentiment, I do believe that not all of innovation today is as praiseworthy as it seems. Innovation today can be performative. We deviate from the crowd not because this is the best course of action, but because it is through virality and controversy that we can finally be seen. And in a world that rewards visibility, innovation sometimes loses its meaning. It is first important to acknowledge that innovation today is absolutely necessary. Innovation acts as a means for countries to gain leverage over other global powers. In this regard, Singapore is a case in point. Despite our scarcity of land, we have managed to gain global recognition for our infrastructural innovations. Vertical to cultivate our own crops, reducing our reliance on neighboring countries. New water has similarly allowed us to purify wastewater, making up for our lack of freshwater supplies. And on the digital front, toolkits like AI Verify have enhanced governance. Evidently, Singapore would not be the technological hub that it is today without innovation. I would further argue that Singapore would not be the technological hub that it is today without pride. Without our national pride spurring us on when we became a sovereign state in 1965, we would not have been able to overcome our housing crisis, racial tensions, and the general uncertainty that we faced as a fledgling state. On an individual level, it is difficult to maintain a constant state of intrinsic motivation. Sometimes we have to look outward for external sources of motivation, which usually comes in the form of others flattering our pride. Thus far, I believe it is safe to conclude two things. First, that innovation today is necessary. And second, that pride in and of itself is not always bad. Now, we have established that pride is not always an evil, but pride, if left unchecked, can become vanity. We innovate as a means to attain fame, and we forget to innovate with meaning. In a pluralistic society like Singapore, this is especially dangerous. When we forget who the beneficiaries of our innovations are, we risk neglecting the needs of the people. The recent criticism drawn in response to the $335 million cost of Singapore's Founders Memorial is perhaps evidence of this. The memorial is meant to be dedicated to Singapore's pioneers and to reflect the values of our founding fathers. Yet many view the substantial cost of the project as antithetical to the very ideals that our nation was built on: resilience and hard work, not extravagance. Admittedly, the memorial was not simply meant as a showpiece. It was ideated in good spirit and may well generate revenue through tourism. Nonetheless, it may seem to many of us that Singapore's penchant for innovative architecture has this time overshadowed the initial intention of the memorial. Therefore, I hope it is clear that innovation without meaning can become directionless. If bad innovation involves forgetting one's beneficiaries, then good innovation involves keeping them in mind. In this regard, I believe that innovation should be inseparable from its intended purpose. Much of creativity today involves deviating from the norm. But I believe that the best kinds of innovations are in fact imitations. By adapting what has already been done to a new context, we can better serve the needs of the populace. We see this exemplified in the centralized dishwashing systems in Singapore's hawker centres, innovations that are not entirely new, but have been adapted to the convenience of aging hawkers. It is evident then that a sensitivity towards context is crucial for good innovation. By having a clear purpose, innovators can pave the way to a more inclusive SG120. In closing, I wish to note that innovation alone doesn't change the world. Intention does. Innovating without meaning means the Singapore of our future risks becoming a divided and decrepit one, fueled by factionalism and egoism. But by innovating, not just for fame, but for the people around us, we can build an even more cohesive Singapore. So let's not just ask, what's new? Let's ask, what's needed? Thank you very much.